Out of all the boss fights inside of this entire game, this one is actually one of the best. It took me quite a few tries, but once you really get it down and find the moves that it doesn't track on, and the best positioning to be in so that you don't get absolutely rocked, it makes it way easier. One thing that I think would probably help a lot of people a lot, because this is one of the harder ones, is if you get that amulet that you trade into Aladoro, that lets you deal more damage the more attacks that you get in successive strikes. Right, so as you can see, every time I hit him in the top left side of the screen, you'll see like a little buff counter, and it maxes out at 4. So once you get 4, then that's the maximum stack amount, but you'll deal tons of damage. And what you could do is you can hit like a couple of light attacks and then combo it into one of your Fable arts, because the Fable arts deal mad damage against these guys. A lot of the first phase of this boss's moves are really slow too. So majority of the time, if you kind of just sit back and wait for him to do a fury attack, you can almost always get a guaranteed heavy. Also, one of the things that probably would have made this super easy, you can actually, there's an amulet that you can use after you finish fighting the green monster of the swamp. It gives you the ergo to use an amulet that lets you actually dodge fury attacks, which is absolutely OP, because as you know, if you don't have that, then you can't dodge any of those other moves. You have to perfect parry everything. But since for me personally, I think perfect parrying is like a better way to go through a lot of these boss fights, because what ends up happening is it gives you more destruction damage based off of the way that my P organ is set up, and it also, I don't know, it gets you inside of more of a rhythm versus just trying to roll out of everything and get those random dodge frames. But yeah, just kind of going in, hitting a couple of lights. Knowing the movement patterns are actually super helpful too, to be honest with you, because I probably wouldn't have been able to do this had I not had a couple of attempts on it. Because even on moves that I was dodging consistently, what would happen is it would keep on coming with these random new heat tracking missile style moves, which was absolutely crazy. But as you can see, he usually swings and does a fury attack without you even needing to be close. So if you let him finish out your move, you can actually go through this without even having to spend any HP, which is pretty nice. Now the second version of him, I thought would be crazy hard, right? Hear me out, because it moves like crazy. He dances and dodges around you. But in this beginning phase, if you can perfect parry at least 90% of these little lightning bolts, and if you can perfect parry his dash in, he literally opens up to deal so much damage. Like I was able to deal 50% of the entire damage in the beginning of the game, just by perfect parrying the lightning bolts. And see right there, I kind of got a little overzealous because I thought he was only going to do 1. So I was going to perfect parry it, but he did 2 instead because I walked up, because the AI is so great in this game. And then I had never even seen him do this move before with the shield dash, but that was pretty crazy. Charges up the shield, and if you stand close to him, you get AoE damage. And then afterwards, it just charges at you with 3 attacks, and then one of them is unblockable. It's absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. So this is me still not even knowing the attack strings, but getting those perfect parries in really help a ton. And then I landed this one really good hammer attack because he was in the corner. And then I realized once you stagger him, if you stay too close, he'll actually deal like 3 hits to you, so you have to back away. I was gonna do a fatal art, but I just wanted to drive the point home that you'll deal way more damage if you just stack the attacks versus this boss, because of the amulet. And then that move, I didn't even know the timing on it. I didn't even know when it hit. Yeah, just make sure you can perfect parry these, and the boss will be so much easier for you. I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope it helped a ton. Please enjoy the rest of the cinematic experience, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out all my other videos. I post frequently, and I'm also streaming on Twitch on the weekends, so feel free to stop by. Link is in the bio. Take it easy, guys. GG's.